Mr. Speaker, I move that we recognize Representative Jerville Jinky Beatrix Luistro of the 2nd District of Batangas to make her manifestation.
Congresswoman Jerville Jinky Luistro, you're recognized.
Mr. Speaker, this representation concurs to the intention as manifested in the prior personal and collective privilege. As one of the two equal legislative bodies of our republic, it has been vested with the task of passing laws that seek to benefit Filipino people, not only aimed at improving their quality of life, but also towards ensuring a just and equitable society. Such ends, however, cannot be pursued strictly through the passage of bills emanating from policy studies or from consultations with the people alone. In fact, Section 21, Article 6 of the 1987 Constitution vests the House of Representatives the power to conduct inquiries in aid of legislation, independent from any action taken by other government bodies. In line with this representation wishes to reiterate the ongoing separate investigations in the House's committees, the investigation on the war on drugs by the Committee on Human Rights, the investigation on the seized discovered drugs in Pampanga by the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, and the investigation on the proliferation of criminal and unlawful acts linked to Philippine offshore gaming operators, or POGOs, by the Committee of Public Order and Safety, as well as the Committee on Games and Amusements. Mr. Speaker, I wish to add, and in my capacity as the Vice Chair of Public Accounts, we have pending investigation as well on the misuse of public funds, and that is with the Committee on Public Accounts. Over time, these investigations have become irrefutably linked in one way or another. They have become interconnected through various personalities and circumstances, which cannot simply be ignored. The linkages between drug personalities and both former and incumbent government officials, the en masse purchase of our lands by foreign nationals, the use of fake identities, and the abuses and numerous violations of many suspect individuals participating directly or indirectly in these crimes. In ferreting out the truth, Mr. Speaker, this body must be prudent and exercise due diligence. We cannot continue to investigate the aforementioned matters in the vacuum of their respective committees, as we might be seeing mere specters of a much greater evil which must be unveiled. Mr. Speaker, esteemed colleagues, the whole is greater than the sum of its parts. In view of this, Mr. Speaker, in my capacity as member of the Committee on Dangerous Drugs, and in my capacity as the Vice Chair of the Committee on Public Accounts, this representation humbly concurs to the creation of Joint Committee of Dangerous Drugs, Human Rights, and Public Order. However, Mr. Speaker, this representation likewise seeks the amendment of the same so as to include the Committee on Public Accounts as the fourth committee to jointly convene. Mr. Speaker, for the guidance of this august chamber, please let this representation quote the specific provisions of our rules. First, the prior personal and collective privilege is authorized under Section 104 of the Rules of the House of Representatives. If I may quote, Mr. Speaker, questions of privilege are urgent matters directly and principally affecting the duties, conduct, rights, privileges, dignity, integrity, or reputation of the House or of its members, individually or collectively. Second, Mr. Speaker, there is no avenue for the House to deliberate on the intertwined facts and issues in view of the non-disclosure clause. Section 4 of the rules of inquiries in aid of legislation. The findings and recommendations of the subcommittees shall be submitted for approval and other appropriate actions thereon by Mother Committee, provided that findings and recommendations, including summary statements thereon or publications related thereto, shall not be released by any member of the subcommittee and the Secretariat staff prior to the inclusion of the final committee report in the calendar of business as provided in Section 17 hereof. Further, Mr. Speaker, under Section 14 of the same rules, third paragraph, no committee report, an excerpt or summary statement of the contents thereof, or any publication related thereto, shall be released by any member of the committee and its secretariat prior to the inclusion of the report in the calendar of business. Third, Mr. Speaker, the change of initial referral is authorized under Section 3 of the Rules on Inquiry in Aid of Legislation. Section 3 provides change of referral, the referral of the privileged speech, resolution, petition, or information may be changed on motion of the majority leader upon receipt and approval by the Committee on Rules of a written request from the chairperson of the committee to which said privileged speech, resolution, petition, or information was originally referred. The Committee on Rules shall decide on the said request within a reasonable time from receipt thereof. Mr. Speaker, this representation humbly submit that there are sufficient provisions both in the rules of the House of Representatives and in the rules on inquiry in aid of legislation to change the initial referral from 3 separate committees to 4 joint committees. That includes human rights, dangerous drugs, public order, and public accounts, lest we aim to unfold the whole truth, which will help us fulfill our duty as legislators. We must pursue the intention as manifested in the prior personal and collective privilege. Maraming salamat po.
Thank you very much, Congresswoman Luistro.